Just a little disclaimer, this video is going to be more improvised and actually written down in structure, so it feels a bit off. That's probably why. Just to let you know. This will be a short little video. I want to talk about a certain project that's came out with a recent announcement, and it's from the creator Daria Cohen. If in case you don't know, Daria Cohen is the creator of the Vampair series, which has been going on for about at least 10 years. Christ, I feel old. And with her series, she likes to take a piece of music that she likes in particular and make it work into the actual story itself, which is my kind of favorite kind of animation. Normally it'd be called just a music video, but I want to give a unique name, so it's either between animusic or musicmation, where it's like you take a piece of music and just make it work into your story, you know? Kind of similar events of, what's it called? Yeah, in a similar way to Mystery Skulls, but it's not trying to be like in beat per se, it's just trying to fit the actual feel of the actual series going on, so I like that. Because in fact, well, fun fact, my introduction to this kind of concept is from Daria Cohen's Vampair series. I never saw Mystery Skulls beforehand, so her series was kind of the introduction to the idea, like, oh, that's kind of cool, like, taking a already kind of known song and then just slapping it onto like your story and trying to make it work coherently with maybe the dialogue or the tone of it, and just I kind of like that idea. It's like, it's so cool. She's kept the series going on for several episodes. You get more insight to the characters and kind of their history and where it's going to go from here. And well, recently something big has popped up. She's now going to attempt an actual animated pilot on the Vampair series, and congrats to her on her ambition to, you know, pursue that idea, because making an animated pilot, well, it's not that easy. It's very, well, time consuming and it'll cost a lot. But upon that announcement, she revealed some juicy details. Daria was lucky enough to actually get Vampair to take part in the series voicing Duke. Now, in case you don't know, Daria has not made it very subtle. The Duke and everything about him is kind of very referential to Vampair himself. In fact, a lot of her songs she uses are from Vampair. And in case you don't know who that is, shame on you, he is the man who brought his song Brains, Brains, I Love 'Em, I Need 'Em from Billy and Mandy, and In the Land of the Dead, heck go any grand, I'm overlord of the underworld, 'cause I hold horror's hand. That's from Billy and Mandy's Boogie Adventure, and also The Night She Calls Me, or When You're Evil. And she somehow managed to get him involved. I don't know how she managed that, but congrats, that is a big feat. Because in an older video, she actually asked Vampair permission to use his song, The Night, for her thesis video that would be the first episode of Vampair series. I still remember, Vampair actually talked about, like, this thesis film, you know, getting so many views, and he's like, whoa, this is crazy. And now, 10 years later, he's now taking part in the actual animated pilot, voicing the main character, Duke. That is fucking amazing for her. So congrats to that. And she's also getting help from Hive Studios, who are also been known to do some episodic and short film animation, so that's pretty sweet. But doing this, making an animated project, takes a lot of time and a lot of resources. But also on July 6th, the Kickstarter for the pilot will be launched. We have different kind of tiers, different rewards, and they look pretty cool, and I just cannot wait to like chip in, because I've been watching Daria for a good number of years. I mean, I was interested in her concept, especially like her animation quality, just seeing it change and also improve. So the least I can do is at least chip in to help her out and actually pursue this grand task of an animated pilot, because I'm interested in seeing how it goes from here, like with all the pieces there. Like, you're not just limited to like a piece of like music, you can actually now fund it and properly structure it with the dialogue and the voices and stuff like that. I just want to see how it all plays out. It'd be quite amazing. Oh, which by the way, speaking of production-wise, it's also going to be helped with Maxwell Adams, which is pretty cool. And wait, Maxwell Adams? You mean the same Maxwell Adams who made the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? The guy who made one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows at the time is working on this show, Animated Pilot, who also hired Vampair, the same guy who's working on the series right now, who also made songs for Billy and Mandy such as Brains and the Oogie Boogie song from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy's Oogie Boogie Adventure. That Maxwell Adams. Are you kidding me? She not only got Vampair, she also got Maxwell Adams. Okay, well, that's an interesting hand you got there, Daria. I mean, there's being lucky that it's just having the whole fucking deck. You know what I mean? Like, what deal with the devil did Daria make to obtain this? I gotta give you I'd tip it off to Daria, because that's impressive. That is genuinely impressive. Like, imagine you worked on a series and you asked permission to like use a certain artist's song. Years go by, you've used a few songs here and there, and then once you get into the actual like pilot side of things, you then get the artist who made the songs you used being a part of the official project? Holy hell. That is a feat. Congratulations. Especially on the indie scene with the independent like projects, because like back then you could not imagine half the stuff that's happening right now. I mean, look at the stuff previously, like for Glitch Studios and like Digital Circus, like they managed to like get their project out on Netflix, but keep creative control. Normally that's kind of like a deal thing, like oh, they would have to, I don't know, give up license or like the rights to like have this stuff done. Look at Spindlehorse working with Amazon Prime, you know, to work on like their projects and stuff while maintaining creative control. That is insane back then. You could imagine that. You would lose everything from that. And look at Daria Cohen. She used Voltaire's music. Years later, Voltaire wants to, you know, hop in the opportunity to work with her in the animated pilot, along with Maxwell Adams, the creator of Billy and Mandy. That is insane. I can't get over. I'm still trying to process that. You could not imagine that back 10 years, 20 years ago. That would be like a golden snitch opportunity. And well, Daria caught two, I guess, somehow. So I wish her and her team best of luck, and I hope things go through smoothly, and I cannot wait to see the spooky results. Sorry. I don't know what that's about, sorry. Again, keep an eye out July 6th, that's when the Kickstarter releases, and if you see anything that catches your eye, go for that pledge if you want to, or just share it, up to yourself. So if you're a fan of Daria Cohen herself, Maxwell Adams for his work in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Voltaire for his music, Hive Studios for their projects, I would definitely recommend you back it if you really want to see them, you know, so gothically enriching. It'd be kind of interesting seeing their combination of stuff work together. It would be very interesting. So this is just a short little video, just getting my thoughts out there, because I just couldn't believe the news, like, oh, Daria Cohen's making an anime pilot. It's like, okay, fair enough. I was like, who's involved? What? How? When and how? I would love to know how that email would have went. I would have loved to know how that went out. So, this has been Drew, those are my views, and I bid you adieu.